I know. Many of you have been watching the matches ongoing in Egypt, the African Cup of Nations 2019, and you're worried about how Ghana is going to fare tomorrow against Cameroon. Don't worry. In order for us to keep our tempers and all the trepidations we have down, and also in some cooling temperatures, we decided to start the show this way. And Poma decided to tease this out for us. And I start this way. It's so hard to forget pain, but it's even harder to remember sweetness. We have no scar to show for happiness, but we learn so little from peace. And this one is from Chuck Palahniuk. And he's telling us this because if we have to relay that situation to ours, you know, when times are hard, we always remember the difficulties and the challenges that we went through. But when we come into the mainstream, we tend to forget that we've had some hard times. We had some hard time in that game against Benin. But you know, the accounts have a saying, Atiye Marefi. And so, while we are going to live the best of the times tomorrow after winning that game against Cameroon, we should always remember that we should use that as a sticking point. A terrible game we had against Benin, because our hope should always be up. And that hope should give us the resolute mindset to know that we can always overcome the difficulties and the drudgeries of life. The Black Stars are in a situation where they need the support of everybody. It doesn't matter what your own opinion or sentiments or perhaps concerns are about who is coaching, who is playing, who should have been called, what formation should have been taken out there, which of the substitutions should have been first made, and the actions that needed to be taken by the players to avoid whether a red card situation or any other injury situation. Let's all stick behind the back of our Black Stars. Indeed, this is the team we called up for the tournament, and we have no choice than to support them. The insult should not be before the match. The insult should only be within the match. After the match, no more insults. We should forget all that. Tomorrow, our own Black Stars will hope that we get a win against Cameroon to ensure that we also tend to book a place in the next round of the competition. But today we decided to have a great conversation on the subject because all of us are coaches. We're told when the Black Stars are playing, we have 30 million Ghanaians who are coaches, including myself. So we'll be questioning the tactics that the coach Kwesi Appiah should be using, and which players he also needs to display out there. Already we're told that the man who scored this goal, Andre Dede Morganayu, is not going to feature in tomorrow's match because he may be injured. But look, let's get some of the best pundits out there. So we decided to invite Eko Asma and Ishmael Mate to help us do some great discussions. And they're all great footballing people, commentators, administrators, writers, and sports journalists. It promises to be some great conversation today. Our own man who has been monitoring the Black Stars since their training camp in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, right down to the North African country, which is said to be the cradle of civilization, Egypt. Benedict also will be online from their base in Ismailia. But your thoughts are also welcome via various social media pages, especially on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. We have a Twitter handle at JoyNews on TV, and you can also give us more comments as you watch us live on my Online TV on YouTube. Black Stars, Black Stars, yeah. Don't we all love our Black Stars? But alongside as the Black Stars are all playing, we've also been showing to you all the previews, the reviews, and the live updates from the competition ground, the University of Ghana, the National Science and Maths Quiz. And yesterday, my own school, Bishop Herman, was kicked out of the tournament or the competition. But don't worry, we'll go and prepare and come back. I think, don't worry, we'll do better next time. And Nancy Emefa Dradosi and our own man, Maxwell Agbagba, have been on the beat.
I was just calm. I have it naturally. Not in DD, but Charlie.
Were you also scared?
I was very scared because most of the questions they were getting wrong were things that were actually very simple. We had already practiced them. But then in the riddles, no school can fit a cracker, so I'm not surprised. No school, no school, no school, no school, no school, no school. A cracker blow.
How are you feeling right now?
I feel relieved.
Feel relieved. Were you scared at the very beginning?
No, please.
You were not scared? Because some of your people I was sitting by, they were scared that you were not going to qualify until round 5. How did you feel sitting? I'm sure that you were feeling the pressure actually.
Yes, because the way the marks were close.
Well, it makes me remember my days in secondary school. For those of us who don't do the science, we are those who are cheering. We cheer loudest. We didn't read science. But don't worry, we'll give you also the latest update from the world of entertainment. We're talking about AM Showbiz. And as always, AM Showbiz is brought to you by Awake Purified Water. And Awake Purified Water is manufactured by Casapreco. And look, there's a good thing about it. Each time you buy a bottle of Awake Purified Water, a fraction of it goes to charity. That is to do good, to be donated to medical facilities, etc. And so please make sure that you always patronize them. But that will be a wrap up for what we have for you this morning. But we'll bring you the latest news headlines, and we'll look at the latest newspaper reviews. We'll look at myjoyonline.com possibly, and then we'll bring you sports. Now, let's kick the whole subjects of the news with the latest that we have.